I've been holding this in since October.
Excuse me, I'm talking to you. Hey.
I'm so ready to finally talk about this and get this out. I've been holding this in since October. Hey Woos, welcome back to my channel. Today is something a little new, a little different. We're not doing an episode of Sips and Tips. We're doing a little bit of an announcement today because I've been working on something really, really special, really close to my heart, a passion project, if you will, since October. And I haven't told anyone. Me and the person that have been working on this haven't told anyone, and I've been holding it in. And as we sit today, I'm filming, editing, and posting this announcement video today. It is, what's today? Thursday, May 1st, 2025. And yeah, let's get into the announcement. So, drum roll please. Me and my mom are launching a podcast. That sounds so crazy to say out loud. Oh my God. We're launching a podcast. For those of you who may be new to my channel or my content, I've been creating content and making YouTube videos, making different types of content, from food content to chit chats, get ready with me's, vlogs, since about 2018. And if you're not new to my channel, then you know, like, me starting a podcast isn't really like a foreign concept, right? Like, y'all know I love to talk. Y'all know I've done chit chat videos before. I've kind of hinted at creating a podcast in the past, but I never thought that me and my mom would be doing it together. We get into it in the first episode, but just kind of a little brief story or like background or context on how this came to be was back in October. We were on the phone having one of our like 2-hour-long conversations like we always do, and it literally just like came to us. It was such a light bulb moment. It was such a like divine intervention, God's plan kind of thing. Like, that's the only way I can describe it, because it literally just like clicked. And me and my mom had always been encouraging me to start a podcast for years. Like, I'm talking pre-quarantine, I'm talking like years and years ago. And it's something that I've always wanted to do. But like I said, I never thought that we'd be doing it together. And something about that particular conversation, something just clicked. And we were like, we have to do this. Again, when it comes to divine timing and God's plan and everything, when we started this idea, I know for me, I was in a very vulnerable, kind of like getting out of a depression type space. And I was really just kind of concerned about like, what am I going to do next? What's the next step for me? You know, what am I going to do in my career? I really want to be in entertainment and media, but how am I going to do it? Like, I was really just kind of at that crossroad where I was like, what's next for me? If you didn't know, if you haven't seen like my TikToks and stuff, literally a year ago, like yesterday, a year ago, was when I got fired from my last corporate job. And that completely changed my life, completely flipped everything upside down. Honestly, for the better though. And I get into that on TikTok. I posted kind of like the story time on that. But I know that if I hadn't got fired from that job, me and my mom would not be doing this podcast now. So anyway, let's get into the actual podcast. The podcast is called Call Me When You Make It. And it is launching on Sunday, May 11th, which is Mother's Day. Like, duh, how fitting. And the podcast is really gonna be about everything. It's just me and my mom talking. Me and my mom have a very unique relationship. That's my best friend. I go to her and talk to her about everything. And we have a relationship where nothing is really off limits. And so that's what the pod is gonna be about. We're talking about everything from relationships, family dynamics, to love, sex, finances, religion and spirituality, friendship, mental health. I mean, we're really like diving into it all. Like I said, for us, we have a relationship where nothing is off limits really, and we talk to each other about everything. And I think that that's really unique, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who don't have that type of relationship with their mom or dad or guardian or loved one. But we really want this podcast to create a community. We want to start conversations. There's going to be probably some hot takes in there. There's probably going to be some topics or subjects that maybe are a little bit uncomfortable, but we want to kind of break that wall. We want to start conversations. We want people to, you know, open up. And this is definitely the most vulnerable I've ever been on the internet. Like, we're talking about things that I've never talked about on the internet ever and didn't think I ever would. And it's not even so much about like spilling tea. It's just about telling my story, my mom telling her story, and just us getting into some topics that don't really get talked about that much, especially in a mother-daughter capacity, if that makes sense. So I really hope that you tune in, you subscribe. Like I said, it's premiering Sunday, May 11th, Mother's Day. And honestly, my hope for this podcast is that it touches as many people as possible. I hope that people learn something, maybe start conversations within their own families, because it's not just for mothers and daughters, it's not just for fathers and daughters or relatives, it's really just for loved ones. And I hope that people share it with their family members, share it with their friends. I hope that it opens up your mind to having certain conversations with family members or having certain conversations with your loved ones. This feels really special to me. It feels like something that's part of my purpose, and I know my mom feels that way too. And it's like, you know, not to get all deep and emotional, but it's like I really feel like this ties into my purpose and like God's purpose for me on this earth. Like, no lie, it just feels different. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, it just feels really, really different. And I have been putting so much work and time into this thing, and I don't think I've ever put this much effort into any type of creative or professional project ever. So it just feels really different, feels really special. And to be working on it with my mom is just really, really special, because my mom is my best friend. Like, she is my number one cheerleader. She's everything. Like, she's truly, truly everything to me. And I'm just really excited to be working on this with her, alongside her. And I think the fact that we are literally partners in this, we are co-hosts. So it's like, we got to hold each other accountable. It can't be like, you know, we post every once in a while, because you guys know, if you're not new to my channel, I've never been consistent on here, okay? We all know this, right? But with the pod, consistency. We are showing up. We will be posting every single Sunday. New episodes of the pod will be every single Sunday. I promise. I pinky promise. Every single Sunday, okay? We're holding each other accountable. Y'all have to hold us accountable too. So anyway, that's the announcement. I have a podcast. Me and my mom have a podcast. Call Me When You Make It premieres Sunday, May 11th on Mother's Day. I hope you subscribe. I hope you love it. And I'm just looking forward to the community that we create and what's gonna happen next. I don't know. Like, I'm really excited about this, and I'm glad it's finally out. I've been holding this in since October. So I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have an Instagram and a TikTok account as well. It's Call Me When You Make It on everything. We also will be doing like advice segments as well in later episodes. So if you have like questions, advice, anything like that, if you just want to contact us, you can also email us at callmewhenyoumakeit@gmail.com. Yeah, I'm just excited for what's to come. So yeah, Call Me When You Make It, Sunday, May 11th, Mother's Day. And yeah, that's the announcement. So I hope you tune in. I hope you enjoy. And until next time, cheers.